Yeah, and we are live. Good evening, viewers at home. We are live again this evening. How you all doing? How has your Sunday been? Hope you've had a wonderful day so far. Yeah, we are here again this evening with another interesting episode. Another wonderful episode, guys. And I hope from our discussion you will get something tangible from our discussion this evening. So before we go on, we would like to introduce ourselves for the sake of those that seeing us for the first time, so you won't begin to wonder who are these people, who are these people. So we'll quickly introduce ourselves, starting from Sister Felicia down to Sister Kemi, Belgium, Sister Lillian, and then up to Lagos, Nigeria. And then I'll introduce myself as well. So let's do that quickly, sisters. Let's
Thank
introduce
you.
ourselves.
Thank you, everyone. Good evening from the UK. Happy Sunday to you all. How are you all doing today? Thank you for joining us. If you're joining us live, and if you're going to watch the replay, we say thank you again. For those of you that just meeting me for the first time, my name is Felicia Bossedi Akintola. I'm a mom, a wife, a registered nurse here in the UK. Originally, I'm from Nigeria and I run this amazing digital business. So stay with us today while we, chat on imposter syndrome. So I'll pass it to Sister Kim.
Good evening, viewers at home. And for those one that they are celebrating Mother's Day in your location today, happy Mother's Day to every one of you. Mothers worth celebrating every day, again and again. So happy Mother's Day to all the boss mamas out there, all the single parents doing it alone, and all the mothers that they are the head of the family. So to say. So happy Mother's Day to every one of you. My name is Oluwakemi Ayeni. I'm originally from Nigeria, but currently living in Belgium. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I work in the health sector, and I run this amazing online digital business as a plan B to support my income. So welcome on board and relax. Let's get it started. Thank you, sis. Over to you, Sister Lillian.
Thank you very much. You forgot to say happy Mother's Day to those dads that are standing in the gap for moms that are
Yeah,
not
true.
available. So
Yeah.
happy Mother's Day to them as well.
True.
Yeah. Life happens. Some people, their moms
Yeah.
are no more and their dads are standing in gap. So happy Mother's Day to them as well. So my name is Lillian Oluwakwide and I'm a data analyst by profession. I also live in England, but I'm originally from Nigeria. And I run this digital business as a legacy. I am intentional about building a legacy for my children and my children's children. And that is the reason why I decided to be a digital business owner. And alongside that, I'm a digital business mentor as well. We promise to talk to you today about the topic and hope that it inspires and encourages you to take a positive step forward. Thank you. I'm passing it over to Sister Diola.
Yes, thank you. Good evening and happy Mother's Day here from Nigeria. And I want to celebrate our waiting moms. And I want to encourage you. Happy Mother's Day to you. God has not forgotten you. You will carry your own children too in Jesus' name.
Amen.
So thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Adiola Tolushe. I'm a Christian, a wife. I'm a mom of two beautiful girls, and I run my business fully from the comfort of my home. Thanks to this business, I was able to retire from a job of 14 years. In this business, there are a lot of possibilities, and one of them is that I'm able to do this fully because my business replaced my job, and I'm thankful for that. So we're going to have an amazing time today. So stay back and enjoy. You'll be inspired and you will learn a lot. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, sisters. Thank you for introducing yourself. I want to say thank you once again to our viewers at home. Yes, we'll be discussing an important topic this evening. Our topic says overcoming imposter syndrome in online business. We won't be limiting it to online business alone, in every aspect of life. What is imposter syndrome? Every one of us experience this syndrome either one way or the other. Imposter syndrome makes you feel like you are not good enough. It's that tiny voice that whispers all these lies to your ears. It's that voice that condemns you, even if you feel, oh, I'm doing well, but I'm trying my best, I'm doing absolutely great. But that's voice will still, it will want to condemn you, it will want to discourage you, it will want to put you down, and then we will be talking about how we can overcome this syndrome, how we can overcome these lies that this tiny voice brings to our mind. It will tell you, who do you think you are? What do you think you are doing? Why are you even doing this thing you are doing? Do you think people are seeing you? Do you think people are
Yeah.
watching you? Do you think people resonate with you? One way or the other, we experience this syndrome. And that is why I have decided that, okay, let's discuss this topic. And I believe viewers at home too will be inspired and they will learn one or two things from our discussion. So, not to waste our time and the time of our viewers, I'll quickly go to Sister Kemi and I will be asking you this question. We are talking about overcoming imposter syndrome in online business. So, Sister Kemi, ask, have you ever struggled with imposter syndrome in your business journey? Have that voice whispered to your ear at any point in time since you started this online business?
Thank you, sis, for that question. Oh, yes, I have several times. And to be honest, most of us have been in that situation. Even those that felt the most confident, and even the experts, they've always, they have once been in that situation. Every expert we see today they were once a beginner. So that imposter syndrome is that sneaky voice that whispers, as Sister Kemi has said, that you are not fit enough, you are not good enough, especially for this our business. You are not tech savvy. Do you think you can do this? Why do you want to move out of your comfort zone? People will not listen to you. People will judge you. All those, evil, dangerous, sticky, stupid feelings, voice that whispers just to keep someone in bondage, just to put someone in cage where I work anybody law. And it can affect persons emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically when you allow it. It happens to everyone and it is normal. Let's be realistic. It is normal, and it shows up when you're about to break barrier, or when you're about to step into something new, into new level, next level, or when you're about to do something extraordinary. That voice, their negative, to me, is negative mindset, and their negative thought. It keep on just to bring you down, just to let you know, no, you cannot do this. I felt it several times when I started this business. And when I began to do live chats, or when I want to do my heart video for my heart, I always feel it out. Will people watch this? Will people resonate with me? All those things. But anyway, I just do it because you don't have to be ready before you know, okay, I am ready to do this. But along the line, what I've learned is that that voice, that voice that led you to doubt yourself, to make yourself unqualified, is just telling you that you are growing. It's just to let you know that you are stepping out of that comfort zone. Are you sure you are ready to do this? It's just to let you know that, oh, I am growing from one level to another. So another thing is, it's a proof to let you know that you are you are moving ahead. That place, nature or life has put you. You want to break that barrier, you want to move out of it. So it is normal. But one thing is that you don't have to let that one keep you at one side. So no matter what, you will not be ready before you start something. Confidence doesn't meet you in your comfort zone. You have to show up every day for yourself. Anyhow, it doesn't matter. When you have your why, your purpose, your impact in life, when you let that one be your number one reasons, then you wouldn't mind that stupid voice telling you, don't do this, you are not fit enough. You will go ahead and do whatever you want to do. And that is what I've learned in the journey of running this business. Fine, the voice have keep on repeating itself, but I don't listen to it because I know my purpose in life. I know my why. I know what I want to achieve. I want to build legacy, as Sister um, Lillian have said, I want to build legacy for my children as well. I want to create a generational wealth that will outlives me when I'm there, when I'm no more there. My children will talk about it. People that have impacted their life one way or the other will talk about it. So it is normal, and it yes, I have struggled with that imposter syndrome, but I've learned that I don't allow fear to stop me from achieving my dream, and I started anyway. And here I am today. I am not where I am going, but I am not where I started from. So I'm still on the journey. I'm still in the process. And I know with God by my side, I will get to that destination land. Thank you, sis.
Yeah, thank you so much, Sister Kemi. Of course, every one of us do experience we experience this imposter syndrome, definitely, because we are human, and the devil, we always want to discourage each and every one of us. So we definitely always experience it, and then the way to overcome it is just to remind ourselves of the reason why we are doing what we are doing. Our why should always be what keeps us going, even when those voice condemns us and whispers all those lies to us. Thank you so much, Sister Kemi. Thank you very much. And so I go to Sister Lillian. Sister Lillian, what triggers imposter syndrome the most in online business?
Oh, thank you very much for that question. So, one of the things that triggers imposter syndrome in the online business is comparison. So, we are in a world of social media, and you see lots of people like yourself doing things, and you feel that they are better than you. You compare yourself. You probably may have not gotten to that level, or perhaps you've not learned the skills they require to get to that level. But you find yourself comparing, and you know feeling like you're left behind, right? So my main tip, in fact, I was going to say it before I responded, is focus on your focus. Focus on your own. Focus on yourself. That's one way to kind of like avoid the triggers of imposter syndrome. Other reasons are perceived lack of expertise. So sometimes you feel that you are not good enough, like you feel that you are not qualified enough to do things. You believe that you must have certificates. Like people in the tech world now, they just go and gather certificate upon certificate upon certificate. And I keep thinking, why do you need this much certification? You don't really need this much. You just need to learn the skill and prove to whoever is going to employ you, for example, that you are, qualified enough. I'm not in that field, but sometimes people just gather certificates because they just feel like it is what they need to make an edge, and it may not necessarily be that. The other third point, and which is the last point I would, touch on in which, in the interest of time, is when you have high expectations, like of perfection. It's okay to have high expectation, but perfection is not something that happens immediately. It comes with gradual, daily, consistent showing up. And before you know it, you get to that level of perfection. And even when you get there, you get there. But you start in the beginning in your online business and you're expecting flawless results, or flawless, perfect pictures or perfect posts, for example, if you're going to do that online business. Or you're expecting, a big, huge amount of money immediately. Like many people are always expecting. You get people saying, "Oh, how quickly can I make money? How quickly can I make some money?" Which, I mean, it's a valid question, but it's a journey, right? As with anything, it's just like you go to school. You don't become a doctor just by starting school. You spend years studying, you qualify to become a doctor, right? And as with anything and any business, there's times where you invest, you put in what you have, you watch it grow, you sow your seed, and then it will grow and begin to yield return. It's like a tree that you plant, and the plant has branches, but the tree will not be able to yield fruit if it does not have branches. You have to stand firm on the floor. You have to extend your branches to be able to yield fruit. But it's a process. You don't plant a tree and the tree gets to branch level today. It takes time to get to that point. So I just thought I'll touch on these 3 points. These are the things that trigger imposter syndrome, even whether in the online space or even in outside of the online space. From the online perspective, as I mentioned, is a big thing called comparison. Do not compare yourself. Celebrate others. Yes, you will get there. There's enough room for everyone online. Okay. So stop comparing yourself and just focus on what you are supposed to be doing. Focus on what you're doing. Everybody's journey is different, everybody's space is different. So if you have this at the back of your mind, then you will find that you are overcoming imposter syndrome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Sister Lillian. Thank you, thank you. One thing I always say is that there's this write up I always put up on my page that I keep clapping for people until it gets to my turn. When you keep applauding people when they are succeeding and seeing great results, definitely it will get to your turn. Yes, it will get to your turn. So you don't have to compare yourself. Individuals have their journey separately. We do our things separately. So there's no need comparing yourself. Yes, when you go on social media, you see people, people putting up so many things that you will be like, hey, lágbájá ti lọ o, ó ti lọ fà, ibi lèmi ṣì wà, ibi mo ṣì jókòó sí. And then that you allow that imposter syndrome to keep saying so many things to your mind, and you'll be like, hey, ọjọ́ wo lèmi náà tó fẹ́ débẹ̀ báyìí. You don't need all that. You don't need all that. Walk in your own pace. Walk according to your ability. Just believe that one day, one time, it will get to your turn, and people will see your success and they will celebrate you definitely. So we don't need to, compare ourselves. You don't need to compare your success to the success of your fellow sister. Just keep being you, keep being yourself. Thank you so much, Sister Lillian, for your response. So, Sister Felicia, I want to ask you, how do you practically overcome these feelings, this imposter syndrome? How can we overcome it in the practical way? No.
Thank you very much, sis. So overcoming this tiny voice in our ears, always ringing. It's actually rang today, and I said, "Oh, you're a liar." So
Back to sender.
yeah, back to sender indeed. So the first thing I usually do when those voices come is I say positive words to myself. I'm made for more. I can do this.
Hmm.
More than enough.
Hmm.
I believe in my ability. I say those words to myself, and then I stop comparing myself because, like Sister Lillian said, it is a major, major issue. I remember before I started my online business, like whenever I came to the UK newly, I had loads of people like in my group, in my category, that started, this online skits, talking up and all of that. And just shortly before I started my online business, in fact, one of my friends just started, a YouTube channel, and I saw a video. I said, "Oh God." And then that time I'd already signed up for this online business. I said, if this is the way I would need to be talking to people, am I able to do this? That voice just kept saying, are you sure you are up to this? Like, and then, how I've overcome in, the past years is that I stopped comparing myself because I am unique. So I say to myself that I am unique. Whatever I put out there, it's what God wants me to say. It's what I'm capable of doing, and I keep it real. I don't fake it. I always say here that I'm not somebody who is very fast at learning, but I know that if I put my mind to something, like I was saying before we came out live, that I was sitting on something for 3 hours. I know that if I put my mind to it, I will learn it regardless of how long it takes me or it took me to learn that thing. I know that I can know it. So I always say that to myself. I just need more time. I can do this. So that's the number two. No, number one is, I say positive word to myself. Number two, I stop comparing myself and I improve on myself. I keep learning and I keep journals of my wins. If there's anything that is positive from whatever I've done, I keep the journal of it. Like if anyone comments on my post that you're doing well, thank you so much, sis, for doing this and all of that, I screenshot them. I put them on my favorite. So on the days that there will be no comments or somebody will say something, I just go back to my favorite and look at those positive comments that thank you for this. And a lot of people have actually called me to say, wow, that your life was the reason why I am paying my 149. And to me, that's an impact. It means that I'm impacting life. So I go back to feedbacks. I go back to my small wins and see that to help me, that will help me to kill those voices that that usually whisper. So if you're out there, you also hear those voices. We are all human. It will come. It's not like we can control it sometimes, but you know what, you can overcome them. And that is why I've said don't compare yourself. It will come, the comparison will come. And like Sister Lillian said, you also improve to get to that stage. you know as long as you keep learning, you will get to that stage. And be real, just show yourself the way you are. Don't fake it, because when you fake it, you'll make a mistake somewhere and people will know that, wow, that's not real her. But if you come out real, you impact life. You People who are like you will connect with you and would say, wow, if she can do it, we can do it. Like sometimes we don't speak the most fluent English, and we have people out there who are already thinking, I can't speak fluent English, so can I come out like? But seeing us speaking Amulumala English, they will feel confident and say, wow, so I can also do it. So you are somebody's inspiration. Come out, overcome those voices, and come out and give that thing that God has sent you to give. Come and impact life by, whatever you have to give out there. So that's how I've overcome my small tiny voices that are always saying, can you do this? So like today I overcame it by saying, you know what, I can do it. I'm more than enough. I sat down there, I began to learn it. I began to twist all the twistable inside it. And I said, you know what, it's time for my life. I'll continue tomorrow. So that's how I've been able to
Yeah.
overcome them.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, speaking positive words to yourself and believing in yourself is a practical way of, of overcoming those feelings, those tiny voices that comes to you. And then watching other people's testimonials too can help you. And I love one thing about our community. We always have this webinar Tuesdays, Thursdays, and this section of the testimonials, it's a wonderful session, because when you listen to how people started, when you listen to what they passed through and where they are presently, you'll be like, oh, my own is small now. So if so far that person can do it, then definitely I'm on the right track. And then when you see those people that you inspire, when you see those people reaching out to you and be like, Sister Lagbaje, where she, when you put them through and you see their feelings, you can feel the tone in their voice, and you'll be like, oh yes, I'm doing the right thing, I'm on the right track. So even when that voice comes and tell you you're in the wrong place, you say, shut up, Bolotimbo, I'm on the right track, I'm in the right place. And those are the practical ways we can overcome this feelings of imposter syndrome. Thank you so much, Sister Felicia. So, Sister Diola, Lagos, Nigeria. I just like to mention that Lagos, Lagos, Nigeria. I don't know why, because I'm so happy for you anyway, sis. I'm so happy for you to be in Nigeria and thriving in your business. You are doing great. You are really, really doing well. So I want to ask you this question. What advice will you give to someone just starting and feeling like, that voice will come to the person, and the voice will be like, hey, that voice will come. So what advice do you have to give to someone just starting and feeling like, oh, I hope I have not dipped myself into the wrong, to the wrong thing, or maybe when the imposter syndrome comes and they feel like, ṣé mi ò ti kó bára mi báyìí, àbí ṣé mi gan ti mo ti kó mi ò ti gbájú ara mi báyìí, those kind of, what advice do you have to give to someone like that?
Yeah, thank you so much, Ma. when we all started, it looks as if, what have I gotten myself into? I hope
Mm-hmm.
I'm not eating more than I can chew.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you're talking about the online space and you're just starting. That there's that thing that comes that what you two you are talking. When did you start? When did you start? But one thing I have realized is that you see that little that you think there are a lot of people that don't know it. And so by even putting out that little that you are blessing people, you are enlightening people, you are motivating people. And that helped me that that little that I know, some people don't know it. And so for those people that don't know it, they are going to gain. That is one of the ways to help us when we're starting out. When you're starting out something and you feel that you are not an authority, and that it keeps telling you that you too you want to be talking like a leader when you are not. But that little that some people don't know it. And so by saying those little, you know it does two things. You are blessing those people, and then you are improving yourself because it's growth. Because you too, at least before you talk, you must have known that one, and then you strive to move to another level. And that is how you keep growing. You're going to start, and you're not going to wait till you are ready, because it will never be enough. If you think that it's just like going to school and say that, after year one, maybe I'll be able to like say that, this is what I'm doing, it will never be enough. But that year one, all the things you have learned in year one, somebody in SS3 does not know. And he can gain that, okay, when you enter school or year one, these are things that you will learn, and that person will have learned. So from that one that that little, start messy, start on show, you grow into confidence. You don't nobody, expertise, confidence, it doesn't fall on our laps. It's the way, when we grow, it grows with us. And like I'm a Christian, and my sisters too are Christian. And so there is this trust in God, that God will help you in whatever you are doing. And if you look at even God does not even call the perfect people. God does not call the qualified, He qualifies the called. And so God is not even looking at us in our perfect, we can never be perfect. And so God is not even, He's looking at us in that, He calls us in that our broken state. When He looks as if, what can this one offer, to the world? But God sees something. And so that means that there's something that has been deposited in your life, that is inside of you, even if it has not manifested. And that is what God is saying. And when the imposter syndrome wants to come, that, what do you know? Just say that I carry grace. I have something inside of me. Even if it has not come out, I know that it is there, and I will continue to push until that thing comes out, because I have a lot of people that I'm going to bless. That widow in the Bible, and when they wanted to take the wife of the old prophet that died, when they wanted to take her two sons, and the prophet asked, what do you have? He said she has just little oil. So that little was like, oh yeah, go and get bottles from all your neighbors and start pouring. And so don't look at it, that little that you have is more than enough. It's more than what God can use. So when that imposter syndrome wants to come, tell yourself, God sees me. God sees me the way I am, and I carry something inside of me. I am made for more. And so I'm not going to allow this because imposter syndrome is from the devil, because he wants to keep us down. When you have that, what you two you want to talk, it makes us to go back into our shell, and that is not what the life that God has called us into. God has given us that thing inside of us to propel us to the next level. And so we are going to say that, this imposter, I carry grace. I carry something inside of me, even if it's not showing. And I'm going to keep, and the more you show up, that is when that thing that God has deposited inside of you would show up. So the more you show up, the more you talk about what you know, that's the more you can learn and have, and grow and grow. The more you grow, the more the lesser feeling of the imposter syndrome you have. So I just want to encourage somebody, don't let that imposter syndrome, don't let it keep you down. You are more than enough. You are made for more, and so you can do exceedingly well. And I just want to celebrate people. Anytime you want to go, I like, as Auntie Felicia said, that she writes down her wins. When the imposter syndrome wants to come, that no, is it not me that have done this? So even me, let me go kere no aye, like like they say that, no, imposter syndrome, you not keep me down. I'll keep moving. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, sister. Thank you so much. Yes, for those that are just starting or setting up their business, and you feel like this imposter syndrome just comes and whisper to you and be like, oh, what is this that I've gotten myself into? I want to encourage you that you are in the right place. You are in the right place. You have not made a mistake at all. Just keep going, just keep pushing, and then always, always shut the forget about what comes to your mind, forget about what's that spirit whispers to your mind. Just keep going, focus your mind. Like you said, the woman, the widower, the widow, when the debtors came, they wanted to take her two sons. The prophet said, what do you have? If she had not had anything, she wouldn't have experienced that breakthrough that she experienced. So when you are focused and you know that, yes, this thing I'm doing, I'm on the right track. And this thing is not just, this online business is not just business, it's a ministry. When you help people, you inspire people, present this opportunity of time freedom, financial freedom to people, you are ministering life to those people if you don't know. So you don't allow that spirit to neglect you and feel like you are not doing the right thing. What do you think you are doing? Just shut the voice up and keep focus. Focus yourself, know the reason why you're doing what you are doing, and I know at that point, God will definitely lead you step by step in the way to go and to succeed. And then I want to say this finally, that imposter syndrome actually serve as a sign that you are growing. When you are in one position, that spirit, that voice won't say anything to you, because like Sister Diola says, is the voice, is the spirit of the devil. When you are stagnant, it will be like you are comfortable there. Nothing will come to your mind. But when you are growing, when you see yourself doing what you don't think you can do before, that is when that voice, that whispering will come and be like, want to discourage you. So when you continue to experience this imposter syndrome, just know that you are on the right track. That shows that you are growing, that shows that you are doing well. So all you need to do is just to keep going, is just to keep focused. Don't let that voice distract you. Don't let it distract you, because it shows that you are actually growing. So, viewers at home, it's been over 30 minutes of our discussion this evening. I hope you have gained one or two things from our discussion this evening. So, for you that experiences this imposter syndrome, don't let it weigh you down. Don't let it overwhelm you. All you need to do is just shut it up. Say positive words to yourself. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. So you, that voice, and shut you up. When they say, when you overthink things and you think to the extreme, you will be like, every negative thought, I rebuke you in Jesus' name. It's just like exactly the same way when that voice whispers to you and you be like, I reject you. That spirit that is discouraging me, I refuse to be discouraged. I'm moving forward. I'm going forward, and I know God will help me. So in this our business, definitely we always have that syndrome. But one important thing is that we should keep focused, believing that we are at the edge of breakthrough. It is when you are at the edge of your breakthrough that you will always experience that syndrome. You always hear that voice. So I want to encourage us, my sisters, viewers watching us at home, our potential business partners, don't let imposter syndrome hold you back. Believe in yourself. Know that you can do this and you will see yourself excelling. So I don't know if any of my sisters has one or two things to contribute before we call it a day this evening. Do you have any other thing to say before we end the live? Nothing more to
I
say.
think you've said it all. So
Okay,
yeah,
so
they should just keep showing up for whatever they are doing. So they're
yeah,
building
yeah,
something. They may not see the result now, but
yeah.
sooner, yeah, everyone will see it. So that's
Definitely,
just it
you are
for me.
at the edge of breakthrough. So keep doing what you are doing. Keep being yourself, and then just do it the best way you know you can do it. So thank you, viewers at home, for joining us again this evening. We really appreciate you. We thank you for those that came to watch the replay of our past episode, and those that will still watch the replay of this episode. We really want to thank you. We appreciate you. We say God bless you. And so until we come your way in our next podcast, by the grace of God, next week Sunday. And you know what? Next week Sunday is going to be an amazing Sunday. So don't miss out. Don't go anywhere. Meet us here next week Sunday at 8:30 p.m. on Sunday next week. So
UK time, eh?
UK 8:30 p.m. UK time,
Don't
9:30
miss
p.m.
it. Don't
European
miss it.
time. Don't miss it. It's going to be an amazing episode, and I can bet it with you. You will not regret joining us next Sunday. So thank you so much, sisters. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for our viewers. God bless you. Good night, and have an amazing week ahead. Bye
Good
bye.
Thank
night.
you. Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.